Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's JR here. Today my topic is going to be about the NBA playoffs and about news about the NBA in general. So to start off, about coaches, the Houston Rockets coach, he will not return for a fifth season in Houston. Um, they did not let him go. He decided he doesn't want to coach in Houston no more. Maybe not coaching in general. So he's not coming there. He's not coming back. Mike Brown or there's another coach. Either Mike Brown or Mike Woodson. They both want the job. They have they have experience with good teams. So hopefully, me personally, I doesn't care. I don't care who gets the job because I'm not a Houston fan. Um, but I do think Houston has a lot of talent. Other than that, I don't care about them. In retirements, Memphis Memphis point guard Jason Williams retires from the league after 12 seasons. Um, he's been he's been around the league. He's been with Orlando, Memphis twice, and he's done his thing around the league. And I wish, but he just retired because he felt like I guess he's not up to his playing ability. But it's whatever. He had a good season. He had a good 12 years in the NBA. um, Other than that, let's talk about the playoffs. I'm actually surprised that in the Western Conference, uh, game one of the San Antonio Spurs and Memphis Grizzlies, I'm surprised Memphis got game one, but it was because of the injury of Manu Ginobili. That's the reason why Memphis won, and also they outworked Tim Duncan and Antonio McDyess in the front, and Matt Bonner, and so on and forth. It was a very close game, but Memphis came up top. But in game two, Manu came back. He electrified San Antonio. He gave them a push, and they won game two. One of the number seed and the number seven seed in the Los Angeles Lakers and New Orleans Hornets. Um, Actually, game one was I was pretty shocked. I didn't think that Chris Paul would do what he did. I think he had 33 points and yes, 33 points and 14 assists if I'm correct. But that's against the Lakers. That's pretty darn good. Um, I'm glad that they won game one because me personally, I hate the Lakers. I despise them. I hope they lose in the first round. But it's whatever. It's whatever. um, um, the number three seed and the number six seed, Dallas Mavericks and the Portland Trailblazers. Um, Game one was pretty close. Um, I was intrigued because the first three quarters, Dirk Nowitzki, um, kind of disappointed me that he's normally known, but in the he did come alive and he did. He was lights out from the from the court. But game one was close. Hard fought game. Jason Kidd, 6 threes in the game. Usually, guy can't even shoot. But playoff time, he is a different person. Game two of the series, Gerald Wallace and LaMarcus Aldridge from Portland. They had an outstanding game. They played tough. They played hard. And again, Dirk Nowitzki, first half wasn't all that. Second half, bam, he did a good job. Now it's time to move on to the fourth seed and the fifth seed, Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Denver Nuggets. Um, to me, I thought that was possibly going to be the upset in the Denver Nuggets topping off the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I don't think so. They just have too much chemistry, and because of that midseason trade the um, with the Denver Nuggets and the New York Knicks, I think that kind of messed up the chemistry, and George Karl has to make plays for other uh, certain players, and he has to find their abilities. Like for example, Danilo Gallinari, he is a excellent 3-point shooter, and he should come off pick and roll, spot up at the corner, hit a three, and that's he can make plays for him, and I don't think he's personally done that yet. He's just working as a team, which is good. Great coaching. George Karl is a great coach. Um, I like him personally. I don't mind him. He's a good coach. I'm glad he inked that 3-year deal, 3-year extension with the Denver Nuggets to stay. Time to move on to the. Yeah, you guys are a bit happy because this is the Celtics conference as the past couple years. But let's talk about Chicago Bulls #1 seed versus the Indiana Pacers 2nd seed. That is that's an interesting series if you ask me and other analysts, I'd say, and just sports talk, whatever. But that's a great series. Chicago Bulls, they're not getting handled, but they are getting pushed around by Roy Hibbert, the center. Tyler Hansborough, he's showing his ability from college ball, what he can do, his range. He can dunk. He's not a good post-up player, but he can rebound. He can play. But it's just tough because he's going against Carlos Boozer. He's a great power forward. He has been for the past couple of years. It's a good series. And, as long as you have Derrick Rose on your team, you're a good player. You're a good team. And if you have a great coach in Tom Thibodeau, defensive-minded coach, great. Chicago Bulls, best team in the NBA this year. I'm happy for the coach Tom Thibodeau. Let's talk about the #2 seed, Miami Heat versus the #7 seed, Philadelphia 76ers. Game 1 was close. Doug Collins and the 76ers were close. It was a hard-fought game. But, if you have a combination of LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, then you have a couple of veterans and, Zydrunas Ilgauskas and Mike Bibby. That is tough facing them. Mainly because the big three of Miami, they have chemistry. They played on the Dream Team, not the Dream Team, the Summer Games, Summer Olympics. They have chemistry together. They know what to expect from each other, and they're doing good. They're adapting off each other, and they're giving each other the great passes, flashy stuff and whatnot. But I have to give it to you. Doug Collins has coached the 76ers to finally a winning season. I'm happy for him. He's done great. He's just done good overall with the 76ers team and whatnot. And with Evan Turner, the second overall pick in the 2010 draft. Yeah, he's done pretty good. Solid season for a rookie. Let's talk about the #3 seed, Boston versus the #6 seed, New York Knicks. This is an intriguing series. Why? Why I say that is because, all right, Game 1, Chauncey Billups went down. Yeah, Chauncey Billups went down at the end of the 4th quarter, which was a blow because he didn't play second game. But the first series was pretty intriguing because, it was a lot of 3-point shooting, a lot of scoring kind of, but, it was whatever. But Game 2, Mark Stoudemire went down with what did he call it? He had stiffness in his back, and that's not good because he has problems. But hopefully he'll overcome them. And like I said, Chauncey Billups wasn't there for Game 2. And what really, really acted, the game was so close, even with New York Knicks key players out. And that means Boston needs to step it up. And, another information, Shaq will not, I repeat, will not play Game 3. His Achilles/calf still hasn't recovered from it, but hopefully Doc said Game 4 he will, well, he might, in quote, play Game 4. And last but not least, let's talk about the #4 seed, Orlando Magic versus the #5 seed Atlanta Hawks. Game 1, kind of intrigued me because Dwight Howard made 46 points. 46 points in the first quarter. I mean, not first quarter. Throughout the whole game, he had 46 points and he had 19 rebounds. And to post up that much numbers and still lose the game, it's kind of surprising. You know, it's disappointing for Orlando because last year they're facing the Atlanta Hawks again 2 times in a row in the playoffs, and last year they swept them. This year, you know, they lost game 1, but did come back game 2. It should be an interesting series. We'll see who wants it more. You know, Atlanta has a few they have good scorers. They have a scorer in Josh Smith, Joe Johnson, lights out 3-point shooter when he gets hot, and they do have last year's 6-man Jamal Crawford. When he gets hot, he gets hot. I'm telling you, he is a good player. But yeah, that's today's news, today's topic, and I'm out, YouTube. Peace.